This man's transformation method is extraordinarily unique. The police strapped him to a specialized revolving chair and gradually submerged him in icy water, pulling him out after a few minutes. Since he still hadn't transformed, the doctor injected him with a stimulant and repeated the submersion. If the dosage proved insufficient, they administered more injections and even fitted him with electroshock devices to provoke the change. Despite all this torment, the man never turned into a werewolf. His father visited him in prison and disclosed the truth. It turned out that, in his youth, the father had accidentally strayed into a cave and encountered a wild man who bit him, transmitting a transformation virus. The man's mother had been killed by his own husband, and his brother torn to pieces by him. Upon learning this, though enraged, the man was powerless in prison and could only watch his brutal father walk away. He was then brought into court, where doctors diagnosed him with a mental disorder, concluding that he fantasized about being a wolf rather than actually being one. Every full moon, he experienced hallucinations of himself as a fearsome creature hunting humans, which led him to select such a night to test his suspicions, though no one yet grasped the impending catastrophe. As the moon rose, Lawrence's body convulsed violently, while the doctor remained absorbed in his introduction. Lawrence raised his head and instantly formed a 6+1 gesture with his hands, his shoes splitting open. Only then did Paul Forber on the stage realize what was unfolding, and the audience was gripped by terror. The doctor was so frightened that he urinated on himself. With Lawrence's roar, the crowd scattered in chaos, like ants on a hot pan, bolting for the door, but in their panic, they blocked the only exit. At that point, Lawrence broke free of his restraints and hurled a chair toward the audience. The assistant doctor quickly attempted to administer a sedative, but it had no impact. Lawrence then lifted the doctor overhead and threw him out the window. Finally, as the throng forced the door open, Lawrence escaped through the window as well.